What is up, people? Half Slab Bacon back with another episode on the Lost Ark server. So guys, as you can see, I've started making some changes around here. Part of the thing with choosing this mod pack for the giant base this season is because castles are suited to being big, one, but also because I wanted to go big so I could play with the different stuff. And if you look around, like, there's our original texture. You've noticed I've started converting things. Even the gate over there has been modified a bit, but we've now got an older look, a little bit of moss. It does have the ability to do different wood textures with this and everything else, but the big part of the castle, I figure, should stay stone, right? Thing is, that's a little too new and modern and clean, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Like, we're living in a place with dinosaurs. It should be ancient and moldy and mossy, so... And it gives it a darker look. So I've been playing around with that, but... You guys remember when I had said I wanted to continue building over there? Well, one of the things I wanted to get on was a horse stable, because I love these guys, don't get me wrong, I love these guys, but they just can't handle our swamp base, so we don't use them. As a matter of fact, this guy's like one of our strongest, and he's a poison, so he can pretty much one-shot knock out everything on the... well, should be able to one-shot knock out everything on the island. So just to see how he could handle it, I tried riding him on the way over here on the easiest route from the swamp to here. Yeah, I died 3 times before I was finally able to go back and get him with a wyvern. So I want to bring them down here so we can use them more. And castles and keeps, you notice we had 3 different tables there. They have all these different textures. So I was thinking we need to build a barn. And I was holding off because we didn't have the adobe yet. We were going to come back and maybe do it after Ragnarok, or do a quick trip to Scorched Earth to learn the engrams. And just hadn't gone there yet. But now we got it, which is amazing because of the auto-learn engram stuff. And if you look, I kind of think this will make the perfect floor here. Now, here's another one I considered, and you could change textures, but you normally see like a worn concrete floor, right? With horse stables. And then we've got these different roof textures to play with, and different wood textures here. A couple different pillars I want to try and incorporate. I'm liking the look of this one. And the look of this one. I also really like this gate here. The shame is, it only snaps to 2 things. This big frame, which quite frankly I think it looks terrible with. Yeah, it's a thing. And then there is another, like, one we can free place. So I wouldn't mind trying to incorporate that. I crafted it already, it's right there. And then from the main mod, here's some of the arches, if we convert them to wood. I really like this. Trouble is you can't get horses through that, but you can get them through this. So I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. It's confusing, but what I definitely want to do is... is grab that. For sure, because I know we're using that on the ground. And we're gonna go... I know it's laggy, guys. My apologies. What can I tell you? It's the cost of doing big stuff in Ark. It's not as bad when I'm not recording. But yeah, you can get a feel for... I think it suits the area much better, having this, you know, darker, more aged-looking castle. And I want to get the darker, more aged-looking wood in there, too. So, I mentioned there's this, like, opening here. Right? But we keep having the trees spawn, is the thing. So I want to get rid of them and try and put a horse stable here. Because, well, for starters, horse stables are actually pretty commonplace in spots like this with certain castles on the outside of the main castle walls. Anybody that's played Zelda over the years would know. And if we play our cards right, we should be able to get these in the area here. I just gotta find a low point to kind of get them in at. And set a little stable. I'd ideally like to get it like that, right? In like this. So that we can build and have the front be like pretty close to flush with the ground. And then have this cleared out because this is here. And have a spot for our horses. So I gotta clear these trees and stuff and get started with this. And I'll be back. Alright, peeps. So I'm not doing anything super huge here, you know what I mean? I think basically like a couple is enough. I think something like that. I'm not, yeah, probably something like that. And then this is the settler stuff, but it's actually the villager posts I think I like. Yeah, so let's maybe, I don't know. Let's make 9 of those. Because I was thinking, like, can we get... Yeah. Something like that. You know what I mean? Like, the other one's just kind of a little too straight for my liking, so I like something like this. And then, because it is a barn, you usually want windows, right? Now, this stuff is... How many... This stuff is a little limited. It's meant to be because it's like... Basically, you can tell... You can tell that it's, the wood tier. Oh my god, the lag is real. Oh, I like that, guys. Oh, I like that. Yep. That's gonna be the thing. Yeah, you can totally tell. It's meant to be like the wood tier, compared to, say, an S Plus or something. And I rather like how it has that kind of character to it. Like, in a barn, you usually have air vents in the more modern ones, or in the older ones, windows like this to get rid of the poop smell. So, I think we're gonna do something like this, and then I want to paint these floors, but then I want to put the hay down from this as well. So, I'm gonna have to, like, get the dyes and that kind of thing rocking. Let's see how that looks from the outside. Pretty good, actually. Now, one thing I was wondering is if I'm gonna be able to... No, it won't snap underneath. So, I might make, like, the S Plus ones and snap them underneath and see if I can get away with that. Or will the... Yeah, they won't go underneath either. So I don't know, to be honest, if I want to wrap a couple... Whoops. Around this side as well. I think I might. Just one on each end, and then do, like... another entrance in the in the center kind of thing is what I think I'm gonna try and pull off here. Now, we don't need near this much horse storage, like, at all. So truth is, we probably will put some other creatures in here. I just thought it was kind of cool. And like that, we should easily be able to... Yeah. And you can see how the height is kind of just barely sufficient. So I think I'm going to taper the roof up from there. Yeah, guys. I'm liking it, you know? It looks good. Yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. So I'm actually going to use like the main tier, the metal tier roofs. Because it's got this nice wooden roof texture to it. As opposed to, you know, this one here. So, yeah. We're gonna do that. I figured I'd try the look of both and see what I liked best. And that's how it is for sure. Now, my only issue right now is I'm not sure what I want to do on the front here. I'm definitely liking the posts. Now, there is like those pointy things, so I could bring this to a point if I wanted, because there is those toppers. I'm not sure if I want to do that though, or if I want to try and have something like come out here. Like I can't decide, you know what I mean? Okay, so trying to get a roof in the middle here is proving to be a real pain in the butt. And the worst part is, see how I put that scaffolding in the middle? I don't really want that there. I'm basically just doing that so I can get this in. And try and line this up so it actually like stays. But I honestly don't know at this stage if I like take that down what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna try and put these in and then see if I can get some kind of creative roof after that if I take the other parts out. But you can also see these don't line up quite right either. So I'm not sure like what I should do in terms of this. Now, I know when you combine the castles and keeps with Structures Plus, which is what we use for the floors, it gets wonky. Same with when you do it with vanilla, because the measurements are different. So, you know, unfortunately, it's just something I have to live with if this is what I choose to be doing. You know what I mean? Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, boys. Okay, now I gotta figure out the rest of the thing. Like the way to make the rest of it look pretty. But you can see I went ahead and I used mud with the spray painter. I tried some other colors. They weren't to my liking. I wanted to see how this is gonna look if we throw the S Plus bad boys in here. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, like if it's gonna suit or... you know what? That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. So, I've come to the realization that apparently trying to do a simple barn roof with this stuff is equivalent to rocket science. That's right. I said it. It's equivalent to frickin' rocket science. Why it's that way, I have no freaking idea, but it is. So I've got the scaffolding here because, yeah, nothing lines up ever. So I figured maybe if I made the scaffolding of course it wants to go up, right? Why wouldn't it want to go down? That would just make... Seriously, game? Why is it going that way? It should be... There we go. Thank you, game. Because, you know... God forbid it should make... sense. Oh, okay. Just, yeah. Half an hour later, yeah, no, that makes sense, too. That makes... See... This is the part that bothers me, is... Like, what do I do there? I don't even know. I know that roof's not lined up with this roof now, because of all this stuff and things, so I'm gonna have to figure that out, which is driving me bazonkers. But at least if I've got those there... No, because why would you go down? You know, why would something like this be designed to go down? That would just make sense. Yeah, no, I shouldn't want a corner to go, you know, where corners would logically go. That would make sense, right? God forbid that be the case. Yeah, no, I want it to stick out the bottom of the roof, not seal the actual section I want to seal. I want it to be like that. So it's hideous. I don't know what to do. Honestly, I'm at this point where it's just like, will you ever love me, game? What, like, why, game? Why? That's right, connect. So, I'm gonna use the scaffolding to get this section done. And then, quite frankly, I have no idea what's happening after that. Because it's Ark. Yeah. It's Ark. And Ark is Ark. God bless ye, merry Ark. Screw Ark. Yeah. Yeah. I don't mind having to, you know, replace all the roofs I just placed. Because that's my idea of a good time. It is what it is, though. I mean, now... Can I get these to line up, at least? Well, of course not that one. Because, you know, that would make sense. So, why would we want that, right? Why? That would make complete sense. And we wouldn't want that. Now, is there... See? Now... You see? This game is retarded sometimes. But whatever. I will make it work. I'm stubborn enough. I will figure it out. Alright, so, I literally don't even know how I've done it at this point, but there's a triangle roof now on those two sides. These parts do not play nice together at all. Like, flat out, it's just not a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I really don't know what to say other than, like, at this point, I'm pretty much just winging it just to get something, you know? Like, that's just how it's playing out. Like, can I... You would think I'd be able to get this in here. But no, that's not even an option. Okay, I think we're rapidly approaching good enough. Yeah, it's a thing. Like, seriously. It took so much time to get the roof done, and I'm still not happy with it, but the snap points are retarded, so what else am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? So, let's get the torches in, so we have some light at night. I would say, I don't know, maybe one and see, you can see how far the roof is off. Like, they're from the same mod. They should snap together. Look, but look how far they're off. It makes no sense. It's ridiculous. It took forever playing with it because it makes no sense. But, you know, I guess the reality of the matter is all this stuff's on Ark's payroll now, so it's supposed to be broken. Because mods only work when they're not official parts of Ark. At least that's how I understand it anyways. Whatever, it's good enough. It looks good. I wanted to beat up old barn. We have a beat up old barn for our horses. And I wasn't planning on it being night as soon as I clued in. Or queued in. You know what I meant. But that's what we ended up with. So, I don't know, I guess maybe I'll do some details by myself while it's nighttime. Yeah, I'd say that's sufficient. That is definitely... Actually, no, you know what? It looks good enough now, doesn't it? Actually, it's not too bad. You know? Of course, I was thinking we should do, like, you know, a few details here or there, like... You know, we've got some crafting benches, but we should also have, like, some wooden benches kicking around, just so you can sit down after a long day of repairing your horse's shoes. And, you know, as always, I don't even know if I would want to put multiple troughs here. I brought two because I had them, but I'm kind of thinking, like, just one right there in the center. Can we see if we're actually centered there? Little bit too far. That looks good, I think. Does that look good? Does it? Yeah. Yeah, see, that's centered enough. Yeah. Wow. 16 out of 20 dinosaurs feeding out of that. Whatever. I don't even know. It's thing. But now we got a feeding trough here. You know, I was thinking, like, we almost never use one, but it wouldn't hurt to have, like, an S plus smithy definitely goes with kind of the ambiance in this place. So, can you... Yeah. You know, it's like for repairing boots and that kind of stuff. And then we need... You know, to come in here and just kind of... What? Seriously? Don't tell me it's gonna go in the floor. Seriously? Are you kidding? S Plus and this mod do not play nice. Like, it's actually pointless because that looks retarded, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So I made a bunch of those for no reason whatsoever. Now, of course, like any good owner of horses, we need hitching posts, which apparently I don't have enough 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do 6 more. Perfect. So then, you know, I feel like it's good if we put them, say, here in each one. Oh, yes, I always forget about that. You can't, okay. Scratch that idea. We don't need 6 because they have a massive range. So, where do we put them then? Can we get away with hiding, say, 1 there? And 1 there even? No? How about 1? I don't know what to do then. Aha! Can we just, like, duck 1 in there or something? Since the outside wall is too much? What if we were to do, like... like so. In each corner. I think that works. That works. For me, that works. For me, that works. I was gonna paint the whole thing, but honestly, I think it looks better with the natural color. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's nothing like super amazing, but it's a horse stable. It's supposed to be run down and, you know, that kind of stuff. It's got food for them. Ample space. You know, we can hitch them up so they're not bothered while they're in here, or they don't run if something aggroes. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and I'm trying to the best of my abilities to not completely lose it, because this game keeps being difficult. So I gave up on the fancy roof. I'm trying to do just like a direct cross slope, however you want to call it. I don't even care. Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Do I have my... Really? I only have 2 of them? It's not at the same height as the other... I don't understand this game. So... we could get our posts there. I don't know if I like that in there. I can't decide. Like, we could just put walls in there, right? But we definitely got to put our windows in. And get those opened up. Because, you know, it's a barn. You would have that stuff. Ooh, I should make the things for... I think I'm going to close that off with the sloped bits. No, it would make more sense to... Yeah. Yeah, I think I got it figured out, peeps. I got it. I got it. I got it. It's starting to come together now. We want... Do we still have walls? We do. Because I am amazing. I'll make 2 more of those just in case. Okay, so if we just close off that section there. No, come down. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Why, dude? What about up there? No, that's not the button I meant to hit. We could pull these in and just close that end off like so. Because you know how sometimes in a barn, like, they'll have those sliding doors up top where they put hay and stuff? Yeah, that could be like one of those. It's a thing. Ah! That's gonna stick out. We need it down like so. And like so. And then we could just close those off. Where's our... No! Go to the snap point I put you on, you jerk butt. Seriously, game? Alright guys, that's it. I'm done. I'm happy with it. It's good. Check it out. Check it out. So, I ended up doing just a slope like this back here, and I put a couple of the, whatever they call them, the, what do they call them again? The scaffold gables. Yeah. In. So it's like an air vent back here. I mean, that's about the best you can do with something like this. You know what I mean? I actually think there might be an extra roof. Oh no, that's the... Yeah, I put the corner slants this way up to close it off. So, I mean, it's not ideal. It should line up perfectly, and it doesn't. But, you know. Like, let's check out... See, that totally looks like an old barn. Totally. Like, we didn't have to paint or anything. That's awesome. That's what I wanted, guys. Now we got, like, our horses in an area we can actually use. We'll probably breed up some super horses eventually. Like, honestly, because why not, right? I don't know. Should we put... Do I have a couple benches left? I have a couple... It's a shame we couldn't use that bedding in here. That's really depressing. But should we put, you know... Maybe just a couple benches in here? Yeah. That works. It works. Let's pop one down here. There, we've got the benches out front. We got the side benches to change your boots when you're riding. It looks awesome. Yeah. I love it, guys. Like, and honestly, the biggest part is, like, I want to get that windmill worked on, but it opens up this area so it looks more open. This access will no longer fill in with trees, so we've always got this run down to the beach, which is what I want because I'd like to start building down there in future. And I think it does kind of blend in now that I'm coloring all that darker and making it older, which I really like, guys. It looks weathered. It looks like it belongs in Ark. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is great. This is great. So, as always, guys, smash that like if you enjoyed the episode to help others like yourself who might enjoy the content find the channel. And if you're new and you haven't already, hit that sub button for more videos, peoples. We do awesome stuff like this on the channel all the time. Thanks for watching. Bye.